In this video, I'm going to give you my favorite way to finding distressed property owners. What a distressed property owner is someone that's going through a hardship and they want to get rid of some of their burden, so aka their real estate. There are multiple different reasons why someone can be in distress. They might be going through a divorce, they might have a death in the family, they might be a don't want her. What I don't want her is a landlord that doesn't want to be in the game of real estate anymore. And now there could be multiple different ways why they don't want to be in real estate. They don't want to deal with repairs, they don't want to deal with tenants, etc. But the type of distressed property owner we're going to be dealing with is the don't wanters, the landlords that do not want to be landlords anymore. You can think of a distressed property owner like finding an off-market property, and I have 13 ways to find off-market properties in my free ebook that's going to be in the description down below if you want to go check that out. I would say about 80% of the time that these don't wanters are real estate investors, this was their very first investment property. They didn't know they'd be getting calls in the middle of the night from a clogged toilet. They might not have ran their numbers right, so they might be losing money every single month, and the list goes on and on. So this is a great opportunity for us as real estate investors so we can come in and help these people out. This is the method that we use inside of my real estate accelerator program because you don't need to use any money and you don't need to use any credit in order to start investing in real estate. By using this method, you can make 10 times more than what the typical real estate investor will make. Also inside the real estate accelerator program, I show you exactly how to make $5,000 to $10,000 in the next 30 days, how to make $500 every single month after that, and how to make tens of thousands of dollars on the back end when you sell the property. Also inside of the real estate accelerator program, I give you 3 months of personalized one-on-one coaching so you can start creating the life you love through real estate. If you're interested in that, there's gonna be a link in the description down below if you want to go check that out. I'm also gonna give you a sneak peek inside the program whenever you head over there. Now, if you're ready to find some don't wanters, go ahead and hit that like button for me. The first thing that we're going to be doing, you're going to go over to Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Zillow, Trulia, Rent.com, or wherever you can find properties that are for rent. The reason why we're focusing on single family homes that are being rented is because we're looking for properties that are listed for lower than the average rent in that area. Now, if you don't know what the average rent in your area is, I go over that completely in the real estate accelerator program as well. For now, let's say that you found a property that is being listed for rent for $1,000 every single month, and you know after going through the real estate accelerator program, the average rent in the area is $1,500 every single month. This is a fantastic sign of a don't wanter because they haven't raised the rents. This is a good sign of a don't wanter, so we need to find this owner and we need to talk to them. Now, typically whenever you are looking for properties that are being for rented, they're going to have their phone number attached to the ad of wherever you found this property, either Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, etc. They're going to have a phone number where you can call this property owner and you can have a conversation with them and discuss why they should sell the property to you, because you are going to be the solution in this scenario. I want to go over that right now. Again, you need to think about why these people are don't wanters. They don't want to deal with repairs, they don't want to deal with tenants, etc. Whatever the reason is, this is what you're going to do. You're going to tell them that you are going to want to purchase the property in the next 3 to 5 years, and you're going to cover everything. You're going to deal with the repairs, you're going to deal with making the payments to them on time every single month, because you're also going to let them know that you're going to turn around and do the same exact thing to a tenant. You're probably gonna have to explain to them what a lease option arbitrage is, and I go over this completely in the real estate accelerator program. But don't worry, you're not the one buying the property, you're not the one making the payments to this homeowner, because whenever it comes to real estate, it's not about who buys the property, it's all about who controls the property. So again, after you have a conversation with the homeowner and they agree to this and they sign a contracts I provide for you inside the real estate accelerator program, you're going to turn around and put a tenant inside that property under a lease option. I'm going to show you what to do right now. I'm going to open up my tablet so I can show you what to do. Okay, now that I have my tablet open, you're going to see right here where it says paying to the owner, what we're going to be paying to the owner in order to control this property. And what they're asking for is $1,000 every single month. So we're just going to fill it in right here. We're paying them $1,000. Again, do not worry about this because you are not paying this. The tenant that you're going to be placing in there afterwards is going to be paying this. Now, what you're going to be charging this tenant for all depends on how much down payment you're going to receive from the tenant, because this can vary, right? You can charge $5,000 as a down payment and the rent can be $1,500 a month. If you want to charge a lower down payment, the rent is going to be higher. So we're just going to say, for example, that you're going to be collecting a $5,000 down payment, and whenever you're paying to the owner, you're not paying them any down payment because they're in such distress that they want to offload this property to you for absolutely nothing. So you're not paying anything here. With the $5,000 down payment from the tenant, we're going to say that you're going to be charging them $1,500 every single month. Again, that's the average for the area. So right now you are making $500 every single month. I'm very sorry for my bad handwriting. You've collected $5,000 up front, and you're going to be getting this $5,000 within 30 days of putting a tenant inside there. And I'll go over this completely inside the contracts where the tenant is going to be signing them, and you're going to be collecting the money right then and there too. So now whenever it comes to actually buying the property after the term is up, let's just say it's a 2-year term. You're going to tell this property owner you're going to buy it in 2 years. So in 2 years, you're going to tell the property owner, hey, I'm going to purchase this property for $100,000. Again, do not worry about this because you're not the one buying this property. Here's what makes it recession proof. Within 2 years, the tenant is going to buy the property. And this is why it's recession proof, because inside the contracts, there's going to be a minimum purchase price of the property whenever you go to sign the contracts. Again, I provide to you completely inside the Real Estate Accelerator program. So the minimum that you would be selling this property to this tenant is for $125,000. It's just random numbers, right? It's extreme numbers. This isn't real life, but this could happen. This is a possibility. I'll tell you how I turned $15,000 into $43,000 within 1 year, and that was just one property. Back to this example. So you have a minimum purchase price of $125,000. Now this is gonna be all based off an appraisal after this 2-year time period is up. But let's just say it's the minimum. Let's say when an appraisal came back, it came back at $125,000. So you are now netting the difference between $100,000 and $125,000. Your net profit is $25,000. Now, if we just add all this up, again, this is on a 2-year deal, right? So 24 times $500 every single month is going to be $12,000 that you made in profit. Because whenever I'm talking about profit, yeah, that's what you're taking home, because whenever it comes to a lease option, the tenant is taking care of the property because they're going to be buying it at the end of 2 years. So they're taking care of it like it's their own home. And also inside the contracts, they are signing a contract saying that they would take the responsibility of repairing the property, keeping up with the maintenance, etc. So you're not having to deal with all these expenses like you would in a normal rental property. So back to the example, you made $12,000 off just the cash flow. You made $5,000 off of the down payment, and plus you made $25,000 in total. After 2 years, you are making $42,000 you made in pure profit. Again, remember, the tenant is paying for all the repairs. They're taking care of this property for themselves because they're going to be buying the property in 2 years. Now, if you're wanting a proven process and complete detail and a mentor that cares about creating a life that you love through real estate investing, specifically using lease option and lease option arbitrage, join the Real Estate Accelerator program, because I deeply care about your financial freedom. Real estate and lease options, it changed my life, and it can change yours too. Again, if you're wanting a free ebook, there's gonna be a link in the description down below if you want to go check that out to find 13 other ways to finding off-market properties. If you just want one other way to find off-market properties, there's gonna be a video popping up right here, so be sure to go watch that video. Until the next video, I'm out. See ya.